here before.
So much kill potential between the two heroes.
Oh, FY trying to TP out there, and now they've got the spear landing onto the Dark Seer. Vacuum back, but it's not going to matter. Inkyu gets the kill.
The Kunkka and the Jug are already relatively strong, but
right?
With the Iron Shell on them, they'll become, yeah.
We have to see if they're going to get there, and now they're going to make the rotation over towards the top lane. They'll throw it down the arena. They've got themselves the spear. Ghost Ship comes in. Torrent lands on a Faith Beyond. They're finally trying to take care of this brood, and they will. So Ame going into the Deso after finishing off the Dragonlance goes over to these Ancient Creeps and will just about have that first Mithril Hammer. Nothing to say, just trying to deter these heroes from coming in, but they go after Innocence. Tornado comes out, that hits onto the Kunkka. They've got the Rolling Thunder to follow it up from Jinkyu. It hits onto FY, who's already used that Spike Carapace, so he's dead. They've already lost one. They've got 3 more here mid. They'll put the Surge as well as the Iron Shell out on Somnus, but it's tough to catch this Pangolier. They have the X, they'll pull him back, and they should be able to get the kill, at least on a 1, while the wall is down right on top of Faith Beyond. But he's got more webs to weave and more areas. But everybody's surviving on LGD in this exchange, and they lose 2 on the side of Elephant.
Can I say, by the way, I've been so impressed with the Nothing to Say invoker this tournament, because before this tournament, we didn't really associate Nothing to Say with this hero too often, right?
Right.
He's just more known for other things, like, you know, like the Magnus, for example, and stuff. So.
They're going to go in onto the Kunkka. They've got the wall down. They'll finally finish off Somnus, but now the Soulbind comes through, so the Rolling Thunder is going to be stuck in place.
And I was really worried about their support duo with the Pango and the Mars so far, but they're playing so aggressive.
Arena forcing that BKB. That fresh 9-second BKB now used and on cooldown for 70 seconds, but that's not going to stop them from pushing in. They get the kill to Super. They'll take out FY. The Omni Slash bouncing around, not really going to do much. Lands in the Rolling Thunder. They've got the wall. Oh, Eurus getting blown up here by Ame. Have the tornado right into the ice wall. Vacuum back. You're still moving slower than a snake. Of Ame to jump into this, but they've got the Rolling Thunder coming around the back. They've got the Ghost Ship coming through on an Innocence. They have the arena, but it's not going to do anything. They get the gun to the Mars. They look over as the Deafening Blast hits onto Eurus with the BKB pop by Nothing to Say, as well as Ame. And Vacuum back on a 2, puts them in the Soulbind. They run back into the wall, at least on the Pangolier. They've got the Blade Fury right on top of the Pangolier. They'll get the kill in a Jinkyu, and that's at least 2. They haven't lost anything on the side of Elephant just yet. Tornado comes in, that lands on a Eurus, as well as Yang. Ooh.
They just see everything.
Nothing to Say coming over once again. Cold Snap and the EMP. Nothing to Say with another kill. They've silenced up Nothing to Say for a second. They're going to try and surge out, but the tornado lands. And now Yang might be in some trouble, but the Impale comes through and Nothing to Say. They've got the wall down, but there's the arena from Innocence. Somnus with the BKB. He's trying to help out, but they end up losing Yang. Blade Fury from Eurus. Ink Swell coming through as well. It's not going to land on the Mars, who will use himself up and avoid the X, but they already get the kill to FY. Nothing to Say is going to get credit for that one. They'll take it to Mars, and it ends up being a trade. And the Torrent, but they've got the silence on Somnus. They'll continue to move in on FY, get the kill onto 2, and start to take the tier 3 tower. But moving over, looking for Somnus, they've got the X as well as the Torrent landing on Ame, but the damage coming into Eurus. He's not too comfortable with this. Sunstrike off the mark as he's Yules up into the air via Innocence's Yules, and they will just do so much damage and clean up Eurus. He does have buyback. Faith Beyond gets credit for that kill. But Ame, he is just looking like the sun out there, because when Elephant get too close, they melt. And with that, Elephant will call GG and LGD with a quick game number 1 victory.
Really worrying for Elephant of a game 1, because it looks like LGD are in full tryhard mode today. They are,
yeah. Like
the panel said, the second phase bans felt like they were protecting the Tinker with the Storm Bat bans as well. And it just feels like such a great game for it.
Well, stun on to Innocence there. Now second one coming in from Yang. Nothing to Say will throw out his late up to this point.
Oh,
Beyond's gonna lose his boots. Inkswell though, Stroke of Fate, and they'll get the kill on a Eurus, so the boots will be gone, but so will this Terrorblade. Yeah, they need to hold on to their map too. If it happens like last game where they're just stuck on getting creeps right by the tier 2 towers and not really having much of the map to play with, they're gonna fall very far behind very quickly. And now they're gonna go after Innocence. They'll get the kill. Somnus now, he'll find himself on the board 1-0-1. He's going into the Witchblade early with 3 null talismans. I think Elephant are very reliant on both Somnus and Yang really starting to pop up.
Because he's the main source of catch, right? In these early stages of the game.
Top tower is under attack.
Ooh,
in trouble.
Ame getting a little bit low. They've got the Pulse Nova going, and with the Earth Spike coming through from FY, they'll get themselves one, but they end up trading Yang. Hex on a Jinkyu. He's got the Ink Swell. FY in trouble, and no mana for the Stroke of Fate, but the right clicks are in. Wow. They'll get themselves two. Somnus moving over.
See, this team is just sitting under a ward at the moment. Jinkyu, I think he's staying just out of range of the ward. Yeah.
Inkswell, Blink, Burrow Strike a little bit short of Yang, but they still have the Inkswell that pops and hits onto the Leshrac. They've got the silence from the Phantom's Embrace. There's the laser. Eurus thinking about going in and sunders up Yang. Now turning this on a Faith Beyond. They've got the Winter's Curse that locks up two. FY lining up for an Earth Spike to follow it up, but they've got the stun now on both heroes. Yang ends up dead and nothing to say, but it might end up being 3. You gotta be careful though. Jinkyu, he's level 9. Inkswell, the right clicks, the Stroke of Fate. He's doing everything he can to survive. Eurus, well, he's here, and they will use that finger to finish off this Grimstroke, and Eurus there for some experience, and it's 4 heroes dead on the side of LGD. A very good fight.
Have to quickly escape, and then... Oh no, that ward from LGD there in the bot lane, spotting the Lesh just hoofing around. Is that a technical term?
Sure. Blink Burrow Strike coming through on a Somnus. He's real low, and he will fall. Winter's Curse is nicely placed. The Inkswell's out on a Faith Beyond. They get the stun on 2 of these heroes. It's both supports. FY now super. Double kill for nothing to say. And what was once a lead for Elephant has now switched over to LGD. And it might be the last time Elephant see that lead if things continue to trend this way.
Yeah, you see the TB as well. He's like, doesn't even really do anything in the fight, right? He tries to come over to get involved.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Embrace picked up for Elephant. They're gonna wrap all the way around. Maybe they can find a +1. Somnus comes over, has the Waning Rift. Dream Coil is available. Not sure he wants to drop it on just the Ogre. He jaunts over to the other side. Yangland as well as the Witchblade. 3 null talismans to his name. Super still getting caught here. Burrow Strike comes in. Ira's trying to hit from the high ground, and now they're gonna go through. They've got the Waning Rift as well as the Illusory Orb. He'll jaunt over to the other side. Somnus drops down the Dream Coil. That comes down to Ame. If this is a one fight for Elephant, they might put themselves in a good spot to get Roche, but that's really going to be set for both teams. Out of Elephant. They're close to the Scotty on Eurus. Like you said, is this going to make a difference? Can he get to the BKB in time where he does make a difference in these fights? But it's not looking likely already.
I mean, honestly, I'm really shocked he didn't go BKB second item because, like, the Scotty's really nice. Right? It's obviously a great item, but if you don't have BKB this game, you can never fight.
You're gonna look over Yang. All right, he gets the stun out, but is it gonna matter? They've got the silence on 2 with the Phantom's Embrace and the Soulbind. FY Yang starting to run. 3-man Dream Coil. Eurus doing the damage from the side, but he's already eating these rockets, so he used the Sunner on nothing to say. They get the cunning Yang as well as FY. Now they've got the Phantom's Embrace out onto the Terrorblade. The Winter's Curse is there, but the lasers come out. They get that kill on a Eurus. They'll take out Super. That's 4 dead on the side. They've got the Soulbind to the backlines. That's gonna attach only on a Super, but they get the kill onto the Winter Wyvern. They'll take out FY. They lose themselves the Ogre, so both supports are dead on the side of LGD, but I don't know if that's really gonna matter. LGD can still certainly fight pretty aggressively without their supports. 17k net worth lead here for LGD. Eurus just pushing up towards top and trying to get what he can as he's really desperately looking for that BKB. Still some ways out from it. And he's got enough for the Mithril Hammer as well as the Ogre Axe, but about 1100 gold away from finishing off the BKB. And he would desperately love to have it, that's for sure. And he hits that level 18 and has the level 3 on the Sunder, but they're setting up. They've got themselves the Tinker up towards top as well as Innocence. They'll have the Hex as well as the Laser. They get the kill on the Super. Faith Beyond comes over. Yang's been zapped dead. Oh, now Waldo has an Arcane Rune.
Actually, if you just put Barrier on them. Oh,
Blink Burrow Strike coming in. The Earth Spike do land on the Ogre. They've got the Soulbind that's going to attach FY over to Yang. Chase the Illusory Orb right on top of Ame, going for the body blocks with that Jaunt. It's a good job by Somnus, who now gets first blood. What items, what plays, I guess. They're going to Dream Coil over bottom. They'll look for the Arc Warding. And with Ame trying to defend himself, can they get anything out of it? They end up turning and getting FY. They still lose Ame.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great.
Spike Carapace, Dream Coil, and they'll throw the Time Dilation out. Get a bash on a Super, but they've got the right clicks to take out Innocence. So Somnus now on a killing spree, and again, this just falls back into what the panel said about being comfortable and having a comfort hero in an elimination game like.
Well, they don't have the Burrow Strike stun now on the Sanking, though, to be able to catch FY. And Yang in the bot lane!
Oh, Tornado comes out, and that's while Yang is dying. Ame gets the kill there. FY gone. Burrow
more.
strike in, Nyx Assassin a +1, epicenter there. Elephant once had it in their hands, and then their hands became mangoes, and it just fell out.
What an
fast.
absolute disaster. They were doing so well, and they've just... feed's not the right word, right? But they give up 4 kills all in a row.
Oh,
They give up their
Somnus.
mid-tier 1.
Somnus, Burrow strike, bushwhack. Oh dear, Somnus, he's dead again.
And all of a sudden, LGD have a net worth lead. I got there, don't worry. Winning the kill with a Doom at this point in the game, it doesn't really matter who you use it on, right?
Radiant's middle
Second time they've done it, and it's gotten a kill both times. Oh, you know, you need those kills. You need to be able to commit.
Super. No Carapace.
In some trouble, and well, Tornado will throw him up into the air, and as tornadoes do, when sometimes that happens.
Oh, Yang.
Yang bushwhack EMP.
Last time, they didn't really get the mid-tier 1 on Elephant, but they're going to go for it earlier here.
Urus needs to be really careful about his positioning. Standing up like this is a little bit dangerous, and now they're going to have the disruption, which actually sets up for the bushwhack Burrow strike as well as the epicenter. Innocence, he's in the back lines. He has Chrono available. They get the kill on Urus. They'll go over it super. There's a meteor on top of him. You're burning out. They've killed this Nyx. They'll take out Somnus.
Team under the sentry, though.
Bushwhack. They just placed that sentry, and they will get a positive take on it. So, steamrolling through.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
All of a sudden, they're just 5k net worth up. Like,
Yeah.
the moves they're making are so good. And you have to remember, like we said, going later and later, this Arc Warden's really going to thrive. You know, like...
They found Somnus, who's playing aggressive on the Arc Warden. Bushwhack again, Spirit Vessel, Sharpshooter, Shinkyu. He is now 3-3-9. He's going into that Meteor Hammer, like you said, but that was aggression coming in from Somnus.
It's just the amount of kills as well that they take part in that they... I think Jinkyu's managed to pick up a decent amount of golfing kills. Yeah, he's taking part in 12. Oh, you're
With no follow-up, he's still trying to leave, but will fall to Somnus. So now Chrono on cooldown with the Blink Burrow strike, as well as the epicenter coming in. Somnus is now gone as Phaethon makes the jump, and I think they're still going to fight. They've got the silence down on the FY. They'll throw down the meteor, but nothing to say. He needs to be very careful, as he was hit with that demonic purge.
Afternoon, even. God damn. Oh. Find the
Impale
Sand
comes
King.
in. Tornado's going to split the seams on the side of Elephant, and now they have some control. They have the silence. Can they get the kill on a Faith Beyond before he's no longer silenced? He might get a Burrow strike in and turn it around. That's exactly what he does. They get the kill on FY. They'll take out Super. Now Urus in trouble. Ame's Tempest doubles moving forward with the BKB pop back Yang. Shinkyu looking for the bushwhack. That lands, and now they've got the time dilation. 3 heroes down on the side of Elephant for the one of Faith Beyond. Double kill for Ame there. Now Dom double pushing back this Elephant side. Where can they commit? They've used the Exorcism. They go right in onto the Tempest double. They'll take that gold. Oh.
Yeah, they see him under the sentry ward.
Yeah. Silence.
Oh, mid lane.
Sharpshooter. Void, though. He's caught. Meteor Hammer coming down. Oh, the break on the Nyx Assassin. The damage, it's all certainly there.
They are just really going for it. Fingers crossed for Elephant. I really hope they can hold out here. But it's not
You're going to
looking
try and
likely.
take this tier 3. They'll throw down the Meteor Hammer.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And look at that. Just 2 shots.
look at the reverse.
Needs to really try and get out of there. They've got the silence onto the Doom. They'll throw the Dream Coil down onto the 2 of these heroes. They look over the Faceless Void. They've got the Doom out. They'll get the kill on a 1. That's going to be Innocent instead, but Yang trying to run away with the BKB. The Sharpshooter! It's going to miss. Urus is in deep. He's got the BKB, but he's taking so much damage from Ame. He stands his ground. The 3-man Burrow strike from Faith Beyond. Ame looking to clean up the rest. They've got the silence onto FY. They'll